A man is being hit by a woman and a security guard is protecting a woman. Giving a woman permission to hit a man.
This woman's just trying to cover up and wants the fight stopped. But tough guy just keeps pounding away on her until she's bloody and collapses.
She did. Alright guys, y'all looking at the thumbnail, y'all looking at the title of the video, y'all already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Guys, I have an intense series of clips for you here today, but this is a discussion that absolutely needs to happen. Oftentimes, you'll hear people say things that fundamentally don't make any sense, but they feel good. There's no facts behind it, and it's just purely feelings. One of those that have been stated is that men and women are equal, and this is purported mostly those with feminist ideologies. As you guys already know, men and women are not equal. We can be equally valued, but for separate things. One of those things that they try to establish equality in is men versus women in athletic sports, if not combat activities. Guys, I brought a series of clips for you here today to go over what these ideologies that are just feelings based have promoted within our society. Without further ado,
and Joey Buttafuoco taking on the former pro wrestler Joanie Laurer. Man versus woman, what are we to expect here?
Well, I'll tell you what.
A bludgeoning.
I gotta put my money down on Joanie Laurer. She's been in the performing in front of live audience. She's been slammed. She's been in there in Rumble matches. Yeah, but she's been there before.
I hope to God that Joey Buttafuoco is wearing his cup today.
For everything that I've been through in the last 10 years, this is nothing. Corner with everything that I have. You know, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. She's not playing. She's coming to take my head off. I'm not gonna let her do that. Cover up, run away, and go.
All right, before this starts, understand that Joanie Laurer is actually referred to as China back in the day. She was the premier female athlete in the WWE. Go back, take a look in the archives, but she is, by every sense means of the definition, a female athlete.
Oh, he's got her back into the corner already.
All right, she's moving all right.
And she's running on attack. What did Joanie do wrong here?
Well, she backed straight up with her chin in the air.
She went against the guy.
She punches back. She didn't cover up. She's trying to make. She's a little disoriented. That girl. See, now he's trying to grab her. Now let her right here. That's it. Hit her. That girl.
What is this?
Oh.
She's got to go in and attack this guy. Gotta go.
And work at the
Turn your back.
But look at. Oh, he gives her a knee. Anything, Joey Laurer. Oh, yes. Yes, good right hand. She's up now. That's a throw punches. See that hit here? The hit here is going.
hitting a few more, throwing a few more, but he's just kind of pushing her around.
Well, she hit him with some good right hands, but I tell you what, all he's doing is pushing. He ain't hitting him with anything.
And I don't think Joey Buttafuoco's winning this crowd over at all.
And he's not winning this fight. That's a good right hand by this girl. He's pulling her head down.
Is Joanie still going to be out there? And there.
Majority decision, Joey Buttafuoco.
What's absolutely hilarious there is after that decisive victory, guess what? They boo the man. Not only that, but did y'all notice that during the broadcast, the announcer was saying that he was losing?
And I don't think Joey Buttafuoco's winning this crowd over at all.
And he's not winning this fight.
Absolutely absurd. Even the commentator is deep within this dirty whitewashing and gender equalization, so much so as to make him the bad guy or him the loser when he's clearly the winner.
We interrupt this program to bring you the #1 jerk of the month. He's a San Francisco radio guy. Hey, nice skeleton costume. This dude invited listeners, women only, to show up at a boxing ring and fight him for free concert tickets. And he promised to whip their butts.
There's 9 women. God damn. Wow. Ouch.
How sleazy is this dude? battering women.
They didn't have to show up. You heard that? How sleazy? They didn't have to show up, but they did.
And if that ain't bad enough, he's even a cheap shot.
Bolo shot. Oh.
Using headbutts.
Oh, that's not. Come on, is that the rules?
Body slams to beat him up.
He didn't have to do that.
This guy's such a dirtbag. He wails on women
God
even
damn.
after they're knocked down.
Relax, my G.
This woman's just trying to cover up and wants the fight stopped. But tough guy just keeps pounding away on her until she's bloody and collapses.
She dead.
Wow, radio dude, you must be feeling real good about yourself right about now.
Hey, listen, none of them had to show up. He put a challenge out there, but you had ladies that were not scared. Why? Because they don't respect the testosterone that flows within male bodies. It's the same testosterone that increases our muscle fibers, our bone density, our reaction time, as well as a male's ability to build muscle in their body. It also promotes more competitiveness. It promotes more aggression. Why do you think that when guys get together, you often see them roughhousing? It's something that is coded within our genetics and our DNA. We're much more apt to do that because of the chemicals that flow throughout our bodies, which then produces our human behavior.
There's a very special place in hell for dudes like you.
Look at this. Look at this, guys. Guys, look at this. Guys, look at this. A woman is hitting a man, and people are saying he mustn't hit a man. Men are being abused. Guys, men are being abused. Men are being abused.
GBV in this country.
No, this security guard is so unfair. This security guard is so unfair, guys. He's taking a woman's side and not protecting a man from being hit. A man is being hit by a woman, and a security guard is protecting a woman, giving a woman permission to hit a man. This is the car. This is the car, my followers. If you are going to mediate fairly. Look at this woman.
Why do you want to?
She must pay. It's an Uber driver. She must pay. The Uber provided services.
Yeah, she must pay.
The Uber provided services. She must pay.
Now she wants to do it like he's fighting her.
No, Sisi Patala. I mean, look how calm this man is. This man doesn't want to pay an Uber driver. Okay, I'm going to keep 120 and you put. Can you see how she's provoking this man? Guys, I need to pay. Even if I'm
Sorry, it's fine. Record me. He said, I want to explain what's the story.
All right, can we first? No, the man is being hit. Why you want me to record you when a woman is hitting a man?
She didn't want to pay the Uber. She gets aggressive with the Uber driver. The cops are called. This lady comes by and begins to record. She's recording the young lady being belligerent, aggressive, finger in the face. And the police go over and allow her to continue her bullshit attitude and her childlike behavior. Imagine if the genders were switched and we saw a man doing the exact same thing to his female Uber driver. How quickly would he be tackled, put in handcuffs, and driven down to the police station?
When he wants to fight back, you are stopping her. No, Papa, no, you are being unfair.
He's the one who said he wants to explain the
Okay,
story.
can you tell them, now that you protected the woman, tell the woman to pay this man back?
Yeah, she needs change. She needs change.
Okay, but put you in a change. Put you in a change. All right, he does have money. He does have change.
Solve the problem now. You see. She's got it.
Okay, hamba again. Hamba, put I make a change. Okay, bring 100 rand and take the 20 rand. Give 100 rand and take the 20 rand.
Problem.
Hi, look at this woman, guys.
Ridiculous. And she continues to patronize him.
No, no.
Look at this.
Can you see this man is walking away, but this woman is following her, insulting a man, guys.
He's
Guys,
just
can
trying
you
to
see
work.
that men are also being abused? Men are also being abused. This woman is abusing an Uber driver. She doesn't want to pay.
The result of ignoring the differences between men and women is what we get in that final clip. The feminist narrative promotes this equality within genders, even though the differences from a biological perspective have been known since literally the beginning of time. But this narrative allows women with bad behavior to exhibit socially reprehensible behaviors and activities when it comes to a man, believing that because the patriarchy is currently oppressing them, then they have every right within themselves, and then also thinking that they can actually beat men to walk up to them with fingers in their faces and antagonize and patronize them. What's crazy is that if that Uber driver met that woman with the same amount of aggression, only then it would make the news. But it takes platforms like this to have these discussions, to expose the bullshit that abuse can happen to men as well. But that narrative is counter to the narrative that the old guard has established and continues to establish. But what I absolutely love within that clip, and guys, we talk about this all day, is your ability and your resolve to remain stoic in situations like that. Do understand with the current narratives today, you will always lose if you raise your hand. Don't you do it unless your life is on the line. He could have snapped, he could have wilded out, but guess what? Those police officers would have went from holding her back to arresting him. And you need to understand that. Never let your emotions override what makes sense in the social and the cultural context of the place that you reside. You already know you're guilty until proven innocent. So the best way to protect yourself is to remain stoic and be defensive. Because although you might have to take an ego L, do understand that every situation that you can walk away from with your mind and your wallet intact is a W. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tourism reviews at gmail.com. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.